What's up everyone? I hope everyone is doing great. Just wanted to make a quick video showcasing one of my newer tracks I've made a couple of weeks ago. Basically, I bought myself a Behringer compressor because I felt like I need a bit of a compression on my drums. I felt a bit nostalgic going through my older stuff because like 10 years, 15 years ago, I've had a couple of different setups of hardware and I've used several compressors on my drums, like DBX compressor, LS's compressor. And I felt like my new music kind of lacks a bit of snappiness, I don't know, but I'm also thinking that my mixing desk is a bit kind of shitty. It just doesn't sound the way I would want him to sound. Listening back to my older tracks made with Mackeys and different kinds of Soundcrafts, seems that, or maybe I just imagining things anyway. So the compressor that I got is by Behringer. It's MDX 2200 and I'm using it on the insides for my breaks. In order to make my track kind of like simply nice banging but without too much effort, I decided to not really make my own samples, but I quickly searched for, you know, instead of going through rare records these days, we just hop on to YouTube and we type anything you want and we have like a unlimited amount of options to choose from what to sample. So basically I was looking for some like 60s library, you know, psychedelic funk music, and I just quickly snapped some samples, some parts that I really liked, and then I just used them to build my tracks. Hop onto my computer now. I've been getting a lot of questions of what software do I use to sequence my samplers and scenes. So I'm using this Cubase version, Cubase VST32. This is the very first version that came from Amiga straight to the PC. So I find it pretty interesting. I find it pretty awesome to use. It acts very differently from when I'm using Reason or Ableton to sequence my hardware. I've also been using this program a lot in my beginning of when I was just starting making music with computers, and I'm just very, I don't know, I'm familiar with it. It's very easy for me to work with, and I just like how, as I said before, how it deals with MIDI. Just to quickly go through my session, I've got the percussion as audio. When it comes to breaks, I've only got using two breaks. The first one is the hot pants. It's actually a first generation break that I processed myself through analog, through the Akai sampler, going into the mixing desk and then resampling that back to the Akai. So it has this sort of interesting, kind of slightly saturated sound. The next break is known as a helicopter break. I only have it in two chops. That's it. Then I've got the 808 bass. And the electric piano. I've got some very interesting pad. I've got a sampler that I actually haven't used. Interesting. I've got some strings. And just violin. Alright, everything's very simple. I always say that, but it's true. No amen this time, so the track is less aggressive, but it still has kind of like a nice groove. So check it out now.